Hi, welcome to this evening's video training for CTFO CBD Team Freedom. Tonight, I want to share with you, as I always do, the reasons to be with, I've got to get a little screen out of my way here, to be with CTFO. Why CTFO? Well, first of all, CTFO is a network marketing company. It allows you to have a home-based business and set your own hours and be your own boss. We have the hottest products. The CBD market is experiencing massive growth. From 2018 to 2019, there was a 700% increase in sales. This is for the United States. Worldwide, I don't have that figure, but for the United States, 700% increase. We have our own exclusive patented product, is actually our patented delivery system, the 10X Pure. And we have exclusive rights to market the 10X Pure products worldwide. So nobody else can offer those products. CTFO offers over 80 products. Now, those are both CBD products, the CBD oils, the CBD pain creams, products that are enriched with CBD, but we also have many non-CBD products. And you can grow your business with any of these and any area of these products. And it is free to join as an associate. You do not have to pay to join this company and start your business. And in fact, you can even be paid without buying a product, though we would always hope that you would want to try the product so that you can become a product of the product and have your own story to tell. And we have a great pay plan. In fact, a part of our pay plan is so unique that it is actually copyrighted. And CTFO pays weekly. No waiting for your pay. So on a Wednesday, you get paid for the week that ended just the prior Sunday at midnight. And I don't know if there's anybody else out there that pays like that, but I love the fact that CTFO pays in that way. So these are all amazing reasons. There's an additional reason that I actually don't have on my screen, and that is that CTFO offers a 60-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked, empty bottle, money-back guarantee, because we know that our products are the highest, the best, and the purest. Now, tonight, I would like to welcome my guest for the evening who's going to share with us. My guest is Terry Bradford, and I have known Terry for several years now. Terry has been a mover and shaker in the real estate world, very high-powered, high-energy woman, and I am going to have Terry share with you her experience with the CTFO products and the relief that she has experienced with those. So I'm going to unmute you here, Terry. Can you say hello? Hi,
hello,
Terry,
everybody.
and thank you so much. Yes, thanks so much for coming on the call tonight. So if you would, just share with us your journey with the CTFO products.
Well, first of all, Norma, I'd like to thank you. Norma heads up our prayer warriors at our church, and excuse me, and she was on it when she knew that I was going through a lot of pain and suffering, but I didn't know why. And being an athlete and a health nut for 30 or 40 years, I didn't want to take up anything in my body until I verified it with doctors. And so I did go to an internist, and I was diagnosed with what I was suffering from was extreme pain in my inner legs, my outer legs, my hips, my shoulders. My husband had to literally pick my head and my shoulders up from the weight of them off the pillow in the morning so I could even stand up and even try to walk. I could not walk over a speed bump, go up and down stairs. My legs were very weak, and I was starting to go into a depression, which I recognized. And so I made an appointment with the doctor, but he couldn't see me for another month. And I got a hold of Norma, and I started the CBD oil. And in 2.5 weeks, I want everybody to hear this because I have tears in my eyes thinking about it. 2.5 weeks, I was without pain.
Wow.
Without pain. I could walk regularly. I could walk up and down stairs. I did go on a pill that the doctor wanted me to go on for neuropathy. I went on that, but I am still taking religiously my CBD oil, which I started with the 10X pure oil, and I think I will be thanking Norma for the rest of my life because it brought somebody back to life again that I thought this was it. I was just going to deteriorate and end up in a wheelchair. I really thought that Bob was going to have a wheelchair in the house, and I don't know how I was going to go up and down any stairs or anything around Panama. So obviously, I'm indebted to this woman forever, and I thank her more than anything in the whole world, and I praise God for bringing her into my life. And being stubborn as I was, she was steadfast for me and stood by me and supported me in my decisions. And the doctors are just astounded by what happened in 2.5 weeks when I was diagnosed with neuropathy. And to this day, I feel great. I don't have any aches and pains. And
just the occasional
walk on the beach. Yeah.
Just the occasional virus that zaps you, huh?
Yeah, the stupid
lingering
cold
cough.
that everybody had. I'm just getting over, but nothing's gonna pull me down.
So Terry, if you would, can you tell us? I know you started with the 10X Pure 500 milligram. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And can you just tell us how much of that you took each day?
I probably in the little dropper would take about 1/4 to 1/3 per day. I don't know how many.
So that's about 0.25 milliliters, about 1/4 of a milliliter. So each day you were taking about 1/2 milliliter, maybe a tad more than that. Is that correct?
Correct. In the morning and before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm. And then did you increase that at some point?
No, I never had to.
Okay. Now, when we came out with the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000, I think you changed over to that. Is that correct?
I did try that. I didn't care for the flavor of that because the 10X Pure really did the trick, and there was no reason to go through that. Although Bob went ahead and took it, and I finished it. So, but I figured if the 10X Pure was doing the trick, why switch?
The 10X Pure 500, correct?
Yes, correct, the 500.
Yes, I have to say that was one of those really unfortunate things. We were all so excited about the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000. I mean, it was twice the amount of CBD in that bottle as your 10X Pure 500. And we were all so excited about it and front loaded with the CBDA for pain and inflammation. And then when we all got those first bottles that were produced, the taste was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't care for it too much, but I took it anyway because I knew it would be good for me. And but I went back to the original one, which is just doing fine.
That is great. And it's just kind of funny because now, of course, they have changed that flavor on the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000. And it is now a very nice peppermint flavor.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good.
Absolutely. So Terry, can you tell me just how long you've been taking the CBD oil now?
I would say probably about 4 months.
4 months now.
About 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I mark the days. 2.5 weeks. I will
Wow.
never forget. 2.5 weeks later, I was almost 100% pain free. Within 2 or 3 more days after that, I was pain free. Could get up out of bed. No, I don't skydive anymore. I don't. I don't play tennis. An avid tennis player. I'm not a marathon runner anymore. I don't ride motorcycles anymore, and I don't scuba dive all over the world. But at this age, it was the aches and pains that was draining me so bad into a depression where I couldn't even sit down and have gourmet dinner parties because everything was a strain for me.
Terry, if you can think back to when you first started taking the oil, can you tell me how many days you took it before you noticed a change?
I pinpointed it. I purposely pinpointed it. It's 2.5 weeks.
And but before that, you felt no effects?
No, when I started taking it,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel effect of the pain free that I needed until
Mm-hmm.
2.5 weeks later.
That is so important because there are so many people who feel that this should be acting like a major pain relief medication, whereas we know that the CBD works on in all of our body systems and is working toward that homeostasis, and we don't always see those immediate results. So I
You're
really
right in not
appreciate your
seeing
keeping
it.
track of that and knowing it was 2.5 weeks. Very important.
Something else which is very important that I did not notice. I noticed about a year ago that my hands would shake from time to time. So when I'm presenting a piece of paper to somebody, I would always lay it down on a table because my hands would be shaking some of the time. I forgot about that. And one night, Bob and I were watching television, and I gave him a piece of paper and I said, Bob, look, my hands aren't shaking anymore. He said, oh my gosh, he couldn't believe it.
That's
Now it's a few days later, we're watching television, and he said, I've noticed something else about you. You don't have the chronic cough that you had for a year or two before that. I had a chronic cough.
wow.
I don't have it anymore. It was gone. This is not a subliminal thing like some one of his family members had said, oh, it could be just, subliminal, or, but it wasn't. I didn't even notice it. He did.
And Terry, I have to say that is a very important observation. I'm so glad you shared that because, as I mentioned, we know that the CBD is responsible for regulating all of our body systems. So many times when we think, okay, it's not working because it's not doing the one thing I'm taking it for, at that same time, it's working on other things that
Oh,
your
yeah.
body needs help with, just like those hand tremors, just like your cough. We are all different, and we all have different little things that sometimes we don't even notice them, and suddenly it's like, oh my goodness, that's gone.
That's
Did that
right.
just
That's
go
how
away
it
on its
happened.
own after years? I don't think
It
so.
was a total surprise to myself and to Bob, and a welcome one to say it had an added benefit. The pain was what I was really concerned about. My mobility, my strength, my attitude, my fun, bubbly personality with a great sense of humor, it was
I,
gone.
and I've got to say, yes, that was completely gone. It was like two sides of the same coin. When you were feeling so bad, you had no strength even for a laugh or a smile.
No, no,
And
no, I didn't.
after that, you were back to your bubbly personality, and that was a wonderful thing to see.
Yes, I am. So look out, world.
Well, Terry, I just need to ask you, I think I already know the answer, but have you tried any of the other products from CTFO, whether it's pain products, skin products, anything like that?
No, I haven't, but Bob's having a little problem with his back, and I was going to order some of the cream that you had suggested.
The pain cream with the emu oil, is that correct?
Right,
Yes, and
right.
that is an excellent accompaniment to the 10X Pure, whichever 10X Pure you're using. Excellent, excellent product. So
I just told him to do 300 more sit-ups, but he didn't think.
you're all heart.
I know.
Oh, well, Terry, thank you so much for coming on here this evening and sharing with us. Yours is just one of those remarkable stories of a complete turnaround. And I love those stories. And I have known many people who have similar stories. Yours is probably the most extreme case I have personally known. So
I don't mind saying that I was scared, but the doctors, the internist, one of the top internists, he was absolutely amazed. He couldn't believe it. So I have you to thank. I will be thanking you for the rest of my life that I've got my life
you're
back.
very kind. I'm just happy that you got the relief, not just the relief that you needed, but that complete life change for you.
And also that I listened to you.
Finally.
Finally. And I'm
How
so
many
happy
months
that
did that take, Terry?
I just wish I would have done it 2 or 3, 4 months before that, but it's okay. I did it now and went through the fire, and I'm out of it.
That's right. The important thing is that you did do it. And so
Yes.
I'm just so thankful for that. And I thank you so much for coming on this evening and sharing your story with us, and for for everybody on the call, everybody who will hear this call. So I'll let you get on with your evening. Thanks so much, Terry.
My pleasure.
All right.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thanks. All right. So to move on, hang on here. We will next week. Oh, I'm supposed to have, here we go. I was just wanted to show a couple of pictures of the products that that Terry has used. The 10X Pure 500, that's 500 milligrams, the 10X Pure 1500, and oops, for some reason, okay, here we go. And then the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000, which is rich in the CBD. That's the one that used to have a flavor that might have made you not want to take it, but now it has a beautiful peppermint flavor. So don't hesitate to order that and try that, especially for pain and inflammation. So I just want to thank you for joining me for this evening's call. Next week, we will be here at the same time, at the same link, though I'll send a new one out for you. And I just want to wish you a wonderful evening.